This is a circa 1985 Lance Mountain board, and so they were, well, I rode this one in '86 because this is from the summer tour in '86, and but I think they were kind of in between the new concave mold, and they didn't have any, but I needed something to ride on tour. So I ended up with an 85, which is fine, because, you know, that's what I was used to riding anyway. And it's got some groovy stickers on it. This little, when you see it the other way around, you can hold a mirror up to it. Anti-hospital devices is my friend Florian Bohm in Germany was making knee pads at the time out of his garage. And he made really great knee pads, kind of ahead of his time, had a longer shin guard area and longer caps and better padding. And but I think just, you know, guy in the garage trying to compete with Rector couldn't quite get it to the States. But I wore them for a long time until they fell apart. But that's that anti-hospital devices. And then a bunch of Witz Carlsbad pipeline stickers kind of cut up. And oh yeah, if you look really carefully, there's a decal from the Bones Brigade video show, although it's white, so it's hard to see it. Anyway, so the reason I keep this one though is because I was on tour with Lance Mountain and Jesse Martinez. So the Bones Brigade Summer Tour of 1986, and so. You know what's weird? It never really dawned on me when traveling with Lance. We didn't search out parties or anything like that. So we would go to the demos and we'd figure out where we're going. And oftentimes it would just be kind of going to find someplace to skate, either after dinner or something like that. And we kind of just would hang out and you know, just go back to the hotel and just kind of chill out, be mellow. It never really dawned on me that Lance wasn't partying either, because I was just so excited to be on tour with Lance Mountain that I didn't care. And I didn't drink, and I still don't drink or smoke or anything, and never have at 53 and almost 54 years. But it didn't dawn on me that Lance was doing the same. We just were all about skateboarding. So this is a special board because of this. And it is kind of backwards right now, I know. It'll be forward on YouTube. So this is Lance Mountain's work. And you can see Lance signed it in 1986. So Lance had started doing the paint pen stuff before I did. And so he was doing it, and I was like, oh, can you paint some stuff on my board? And he was like, okay. And so he painted these just kind of off the top of his head, just things that probably ideas that he was working on. And so that's why I've kept this one. And that definitely is kind of, there was a Rat Bones sticker that ended up with that sort of graffiti art. And I think that Lance had something to do with that, I would believe, because his work is really great. And this was a long time ago. So, yeah, that's why I keep this. And this sort of like got me into the paint pen thing. And this is early on in 86. This is when it kind of started to hit. And actually, so in 86, it would have been this tour right here, 1986 Bones Brigade Summer Tour. And if you can see, I cut up a bunch of those stickers just to have the really cool Ripper wing and then the Bones things there. And but yeah, and of course, yes, you got to have the big Witz Carlsbad pipeline sticker. And oh, I must have been writing for Catch It at this point. Yeah, I think because of Per Willinder. Per Willinder got me on Catch It, so that's another one of my month-long sponsors. So, and the remnants of a Neil Blender sticker. I have a feeling that's a pretty rare sticker, which is kind of a bummer. But hey, you know, stickers, rare sticker. So anyway, so yes, 1985. Powell Lance Mountain. It's more about Lance's artwork than the board itself. And thank you, Lance, for the positive influence and for just making it about skateboarding, because that's what it was all about. It was not, and we were definitely it's like the token Powell guys, clean cut. We do the demo. We get there on time. We get to our hotel. We go eat. We go skate somewhere at night. We go sleep so we can get up early and be on time. What's wrong with that, right? So, yes, nothing wrong with that by any means. Certainly nothing wrong with being clean cut. And but yeah, like I say, I was just so into being on the road with Lance that it didn't even matter that we weren't like hunting down people to party with, because we weren't. Yes, that was the tour. Pat Emmerich, that was the Minneapolis tour. In case you haven't, I've told the story a lot, but that bunch of us, me and Jesse and Lance, went to Minneapolis and skated a demo on the sidewalk in front of the shop. And so we had the jump ramp set up on the sidewalk in front of the shop, and we would just go down the sidewalk. It was a big, wide sidewalk, though, so it wasn't like just your 4-foot wide sidewalk. I think it was a huge, maybe 8 or 10 feet wide. It was big. So anyway, so we're skating, and kind of like the more we get along with the demo, we're kind of pushing from further back and further back, and the sidewalk, or the way the strip mall was set up, had kind of an angle. So the ramp is over here, and we would start and go like that. And so finally we're like actually going around the corner and then going to the jump ramp because we need speed. And then so Lance and I were going for the big finale. And the big finale was both of us going off the very narrow 3-foot wide jump ramp together. And then we would do airs and bounce off our wheels and ride away and into the sunset. Woo! Pack up the ramp so that we can sign some stuff and then drive another 8 hours or whatever. So that towards the end of the demo, we're getting ready for the big finale, and we're around the corner. And so Lance is all ready, go, and we're push as hard as we can, and we get to the corner, and we round the corner, and the entire demo crowd is running at us, screaming, and we hear somebody say, "He's got a knife!" And we're like, "What? Who's got a knife?" And we could see in the distance that Jesse Martinez was like standing off with somebody. And Jesse Martinez is kind of a scary guy. He can be. So he's staring this guy down, and then I guess the guy just left, but he was trying to start something, and he had a knife, so, apparently. So I don't remember what happened. I think the guy just left, and then everybody kind of dispersed, and we're like, well, end of demo. That kind of one-upped our big jump ramp finale, I would think. I think He's Got a Knife is going to beat the double airs off the jump ramp anytime. So upstaged by a knife, and that's all right. At least we're all safe, and that's really what counts, right?